Hey guys, it's Elijah from Joe Customs, and today we're going to be installing Garagistic's self-centering shifter. So we just got back from our last round of SoCa Am Slam. We took home the championship, and now we're doing some off-season upgrades. One of those upgrades being we're throwing out our old chassis-mounted shifter, and we're going to go with Garagistic's new and improved self-centering shifter. So this kit comes with 3 components. You're going to have the base, the rod, and the knob. All these are going to be completely customizable. With the base, you can get it in raw aluminum just like this, or you can get it in black anodized. For the rod, you can get it in multiple different lengths. You can get it short, OEM length, this medium length, or even a super tall one. You basically just thread this on right here. And even if you don't exactly like the length that you get, this is adjustable. So you can just thread it on, and you have these 2 set screws. And once you're at the position that you want, which is where the set screw is going to be lined up with this indent right here, you just put in the set screw, and that's the height that you can work with. Keep in mind, the longer rod that you do go, the more throw it's going to have. So you do get a longer throw if you do go a longer rod. And of course, we have the knob. We can go even with an OEM style knob where it just kind of like snaps on in there. But I got the white thread on bat knob just because I think it's going to be a good contrast and look different from my handbrake. Just, so you get, it's like an easy distinction between the two. So you just thread these on, and there you go. So usually you kind of want to set the length, inside the car and go with what you want. But I'm just going to send it. I kind of know what I like, and I'm not really too picky on how high it is or how low it's going to be. So we're just going to send it, and we're going to trust that Garagistic gave us a good medium length, One really unique feature about this shifter is that it actually comes with an adjustable centering bolt. What this means is that, let's say you have a bad synchro or 5th gear lean on your E36, which is gonna be really frequent just because it's a 25-year-old transmission. So unless you serviced it, you're gonna get some type of lean. And this allows you to accommodate for that lean so that your shifter is actually centered. Another thing that I really like about this shifter is the bearing where the DSSR or your selector rod mounts into. This removes any type of binding or play. So just another one cool feature about this thing that you might not see with other brands. So that's basically the whole shifter assembled. So now let's put it in the car. So now we're in the car. This is gonna look a lot different probably from your car, just because my car is completely stripped. But once you take apart the center console and get everything out and your shifter out, you're gonna see these 3 holes in the transmission tunnel. And these 3 holes line up with the shifter. So you just literally put it on like that. Get your hardware, your M6 hardware, put it through. And now you're gonna need a buddy while you're holding the bolts up here to tighten the 3 nuts that go under here. So my buddy's Mac is down there now. So I'm actually gonna throw him these nuts while he's down there. Here, I'm gonna give you the nuts, bro. Boop. So now we're just tightening up the hardware from the top and the bottom. Make sure your buddy Max has a ratchet down there. Has a 10mm ratchet, so you can tighten it while down there. One really cool feature is the slots for this shifter. What this allows for is to accommodate different chassis, such as an E30, E46, and I think an even E92. So this shifter can fit in basically whatever BMW that you own, and you'll be able to have self-centering goodness. Now that we got the shifter mocked up on here, the steps we need to do is install it to the DSSR. Another thing you want to do before you install the shifter in the car is taking care of your engine and transmission bushings. If you're running the stock bushings, it's just not going to work with this shifter. It's going to cause you to misshift. It's going to pop out of gear. When you're solid mounting a shifter to the car, it needs to match the rest of the drivetrain, because imagine the shifter is also connected to your engine and transmission. So doing an 80 or 95 or even Delrin upgrade is pretty much a must when you're putting the shifter in the car. Once you've taken care of your engine and your trans mounts, your DSSR, and you've bolted it down to the chassis, we can finally give this new self-centering shifter a shot. So let's do first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Do a little bit of reverse too. She's tight, like super tight. This thing feels super tight. It feels like the gears are like closer to each other for some reason. I can't really explain it, but just listen to it. That's really the biggest selling point of this thing. This feels like a real race car transmission now, which is really sick because ZFs aren't really known for that. I feel like ups the driver experience, or at least the shifting experience of a BMW so much, and that's usually something what you're fighting for in these chassis. And I'm really impressed with how this feels so far. So that's it for the install. It's actually really simple, and like I said, while you're in there, replace your engine and transmission mounts, upgrade to a DSSR. You want all those things to be able to utilize this shifter at its full potential, and you can get all those parts from Garagistic.com. I'll see you guys later. Peace.